Everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. We're doing Saturday Morning Circus with a movie called Bad Candy. This is a 2020 film, 1 hour and 43 minutes, and it takes place on Halloween night in New Salem with radio DJs Chili Billy, played by Corey Taylor, and Paul, played by Zach Galligan, the guy from Gremlins. They tell a twisted anthology of terrifying local myths that lead to a grim end for small town residents. Kind of the way it really is. Sometimes these descriptors are just so close, but not quite on. This was directed by Scott B. Hansen and Desiree Connell. Written also by Desiree Connell and Scott B. Hansen and Thacker Hoffman. What a name, Thacker Hoffman. And again, Zach Galligan plays Paul, one of the radio DJs, and Corey Taylor, the other person who plays Chili Billy. So this was very interesting. I watched this on TUBI. Go figure. It opens up with a very, very Halloween vibe, and it's very cool. I wished I would have watched this in October. And yeah, there are some clowns in this. This is an anthology, so unfortunately, there's not clowns in every story, but there are clowns appearing multiple times, in particular in the opening and the ending. And it's a good set of stories with any anthology of the Halloween horror nature. You're going to get some that are better than others. I felt that this was um, a little, it was fast paced, so I'm going to sound stupid. The pacing was okay. It's an hour and 43 minutes, and I think maybe if it had been just trimmed just a little bit, it would have been a little better for me. Um, some interesting facts of this, and I just noticed this because I'm a fan of this number, but when Chili Billy announces the radio station 66.6 FM, I think that's a fun little nod. There are other horror um, nods in this as well, and there's like all types of genres of the horror genres explored in these anthologies. So you get like a real good mix of different types of horror, which I do like when anthologies do that. When they're not going to be like loose, when the anthology stories don't blend together to combine to one kind of story. I don't mind when they jump around into different genres, and I think that that's clever and creative sometimes. Um, but the so like in between the stories, they cut back and forth between the radio station, and of course it's Halloween, so there's some crazy stuff happening. There is one particular story that I enjoyed the most, and that had to do with a pretty hot nurse in a morgue who, for some reason, decides to look under one of the sheets of one of the cadavers waiting to have whatever they do, cut up and fill them and stuff. She decided to take some liberties and pass the time with this corpse in a necromantic way. And it was, I don't know why I found this to be, maybe it says a lot about me being like just twisted, sick perv. But I don't know, it worked. It was a good, fun scene. It's not overly, yeah, it is. It's overly sexual, and we get to see some boobs and hot nurses. I mean, you can't go wrong. But the necrophilia part of it just is a little weird. But she was such a superb actress, though. She carried the scene, and there's a climactic ending, so to speak. So I'm going to leave it at that because this review isn't really worthy of like a 20-minute breakdown, but it's a fun movie. There's clowns, evil clown, even though, you know, I'm finding more and more clowny movies that are just clown esque with the mask. I got to get back into digging deeper into the clown movie lore where we see some more make-up clowns. that's my preference, is the true makeup clown, because that's part of the artistry of being a clown, which I tend to try to do every once in a while. Let me know if you've seen Bad Candy and what you think of it. And let me know what you think about sexy nurses in latex necromancing with corpses.
Row 18, plot 20.